when I was senior in college, I happened to run into my wife-to-be, and I was very smitten, fell in like with her immediately, and thinking about her consumed most of my time until one day I had told all my friends about that I thought she was cute and I was interested. And so they one day bet me a cup of coffee, something like that I wouldn't go over and talk to her. So I was not very brave in those ways, but I was so taken with her that I did go right over to her and ask her for a date. Never had talked to her ever. And she strangely said yes, which she said that she had never done before. But anyway, I took her to see Odetta, who was a singer. You guys wouldn't know her. Anyway, and started taking her out every day and night for about 6 months. And then I got engaged to her. And then I graduated from college and went away into the military, and when I came back, and she graduated from college, we got married.
Not my freshman year, I was going out with this guy, and we broke up because of some circumstances. And when I went out of town, I came back home, and my best friend was going out with him, and I tried not to let it bother me, but when I told her it did, she decided that he was a lot more important than me, so I didn't talk to her for over a year. And it took up a lot of my time because I worried about losing her as my best friend and losing him as a friend because I didn't talk to him anymore either.
I had the biggest crush on Alex Rodriguez from the Mariners. Number 3 shortstop, the best guy in the world. And I watched every single Mariners game, went to a lot of Mariners games, and for his birthday on July 27th, like a whole bunch of my friends and I, we went to the Mariners game for his birthday and just like made this huge poster and was screaming for him, and it just took up so much of my summer because the whole time at work I'll be like, the Mariners are playing, gee, I'm missing him, I don't get to see him. I even carry a little card of him in my glove compartment. Every now and then I take a look at him. I'm kind of over him now, but I realize now looking back at it, he took up like 90% of my time, and I was so spaced out. People are like, Wendy, I'll be at work and they'll be like, what, A-Rod, huh? Yeah. Kind of pathetic, but it was nice while it lasted. It was worth it.
Time in my life when I wasn't as big and strong as I am now, and this guy who's gonna remain nameless, masking taped me when I was in 3rd grade, and I walked out. I tried to hobble out actually to the sidewalk, and I fell on my face, and I was so mad, and to this day. I still want to kick his ass. Hey, I still want to kick his ass.
15 years ago, I wrote a gymnastics program to score gymnastics meet, and it had to be done by the state gymnastics time. And I started on it about the 1st of December, and I had to have it done about the 1st of February, and it just totally engulfed me. It got so complicated and so mean that I pretty well dropped all schoolwork. I got here at 5 o'clock in the morning, was working on that. It just totally involved me. Every hour I'd be thinking about it or working on it.
I never really thought of hate as something more than things I read about in history books. You read about Adolf Hitler, you read about examples of people killing one another in passion and hate. But I couldn't imagine the depth of such a feeling that people could really hate each other. Until one time, someone who was a very, very close friend of mine betrayed me in a way that was gut-wrenching. And the more I lived with this betrayal, the more it ate at me. And I found that it was starting to consume me, especially since this person was in complete denial of what they had done, and so they were in my life every day and going along like everything was normal when I knew it wasn't. And so my resentment built and built until finally I found what hate was. It could completely consume me. I couldn't be happy, and my life no longer belonged to me. And That took a while to get over and to work through, and now I have a great deal of respect for it. Sometimes I think hate is stronger than love. It lasts longer, and can be more powerful. I don't know.
Most is biology, the study of life. And this started for me in the 2nd grade when I said to my 2nd grade teacher that I'm going to be a vet. And I've pursued that love of animals, or that love of living things, all my life. By studying at everything I could in high school concerning that, and moving on into studying at every class I could take at the University of Washington on science and all that stuff, and then being able to teach it to kids is my passion. And that keeps me going, and that's the thing I want to do. I don't want to do anything else. And when I want to do something else, then I will. But at the moment, that consumes my whole being. That's what I love to do. It's as good as chocolate. It's as good as caffeine. It's a nice high at the end of the day when everybody understands something about the living system. Does that help at all?
To that question, I can't think of anything. I'm really angry. I'm angry at ASB. Yes, they've been mean to me. And Aaron Fell, oh yes, I'm very angry about something. Aaron Fell voted against me for King, and Bill Neal got it, and I'm still mad at Aaron. That's one thing I've been really upset about. So any other questions?
Like even back in your childhood, maybe?
Oh boy. Why don't you give me some time to think about that? Nothing that was that serious that I really was that upset. I've been mad at a couple of classes, as you all know, from time to time, or an occasional student from time to time, and I've had those. But other than that, I can't think of anything that's been really that serious. I was upset with, I think perhaps one time when I was younger, I was accused of something that I didn't do. I was upset because I knew who did it, and like a lot of you today, I wouldn't tell who did it, and so I took the blame for it. And I was very angry at that person for a long time because he never stepped forward. But that's about the only. Other than a few classes, one's last year that I had in American Studies that I was that upset about. Thank you.
Okay.
Have I? Gosh, why are you making me nervous, Drew? Alright, one time there was this girl, and she is just so fine, you know? She is just the finest girl you've ever seen, and she like walks down the hall, and you're just like, damn, that girl is fine. But you know, you're scared to talk to her, and you're like scared to like go kick it with her and everything. But you know, she is fine, right? And so it hurts inside, you know, that you like her so much, you almost, you know, you love her. It's one of those like love crush kind of things. And so you begin to like hate this person so much because you like them so much, and it just builds up inside you. This person is like the best person ever, and they're just so fine or whatever that it hurts, and you just begin to hate it. And so you almost hate love. You hate being in love because it hurts, right?